Let's talk about understanding difficult people. I just got back from a conference, and conferences like that have a way of reminding you of something every leader eventually discovers. Not everyone is easy to be around. Some people you meet and you just click. Something about their energy, their approach, their spirit, it just fits with you. You walk away thinking, I could work with that person all day long. And then there are others. You're polite, you're professional, but deep down, you're counting the minutes and you can end that conversation. If you've ever led a team, managed a department, served in a ministry, or even raised children, you know what I'm talking about. What do you do with the people you don't naturally connect with? Great leadership isn't about leading your favorites, it's about leading everyone with grace. What happens when you walk into a room full of differences? When you walk into a room full of different personalities, you're walking into a room full of different histories, different wounds, different motivations, and different needs. Some of those people will like you, some will challenge you, and some will just simply frustrate you. But here's what I've learned: even the people you don't have something to teach you, even the ones who grate on your nerves, are revealing something about yourself. The question is, are you paying attention? If we look at Proverbs 4 and 7, it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. Understanding, that's the word, not tolerance, not just patience, but true understanding. Because when you understand why someone behaves the way they do, you stop taking it personally. And when you stop taking it personally, you start leading effectively. Let's look at the truth about self interest. Here's something that took me years to accept: people will always respond to what is in it for them. Always. That's what drives all of us. Stay with me because this is one of the most freeing things a leader can understand. There's a natural selfishness in all of us. Even the most generous, most servant hearted people are still running a quiet calculation. What does this mean for me? Is this safe? Does this serve my purpose? This isn't a flaw, it's human nature. In Philippians 2 and 4, Paul writes, let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also the interests of others. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say, stop having your own interests. He said, look beyond those interests. That's the invitation for every leader in this room today. We can't eliminate self interest in ourselves or in others, but we can learn to work with it. We can learn to speak to what people need, not just what we want. When you understand what drives someone, what they fear, what they need, what they're hoping for, you unlock their ability. People need to be heard. Here's another truth that I believe with my whole heart. Most of the time, people don't want an argument, they want to be heard. They want to know that they matter, that their perspective counts, that they're not invisible. We all do. Every single one of us wants to know that and believe that and feel it. And when that need isn't met, when someone feels unseen or unacknowledged, they don't usually sit quiet. They get frustrated, they get short tempered, and they'll eventually blow up. We all do. James 1 and 19 says, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Three actions in that exact order: quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. As leaders, we often have it backwards. We're quick to speak, slow to hear, and then wondering why people are blowing up all around us. What if the most powerful thing you could do as a leader today is simply slow down and listen, not respond, not to try to fix it, just hear, just listen. That single shift can change the entire atmosphere of a team. So, what do we do when someone blows up in front of us? When they're reactive, difficult, or just plain hard to deal with? Here's the leadership move for this instance: just step back, not away, don't leave. Step back and ask a different question instead of why are they acting like this? Ask what is going on in their life that is creating this reaction. Because most times we can't see the full picture. We don't know what someone else is carrying. We don't know what happened before they walked into that room. We don't know what's going on at home, what fear is running in the background, what wound is still open. Most times we cannot know. And that is exactly why grace is not optional for a leader or for anyone for that matter. It's essential, it's a must have. Ephesians 4 and 2 says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Bearing with one another, bearing, carrying alongside. There's a strength in that word that tolerance doesn't carry. Sometimes you'll be dealing with someone's difficult personality while you yourself are going through something. You have something going on in your own life, and responding with grace is hard when you're hurting too. That's when leadership becomes truly costly, and that's when it becomes truly powerful. We have to sit back and try to walk a mile in their shoes. My grandmother used to say, before you judge a man, walk a mile in his shoes or her shoes. It's old wisdom, but it's very true wisdom even today. Try this. Next time you're in a difficult moment with someone, before you react, before you respond, take 1 minute. Ask yourself, what might they be carrying right now that I can't see? What would I need if I were in their position? What story might be running behind their behavior? Jesus modeled this in John 8. When the religious leaders brought a woman caught in sin and she was expecting judgment, Jesus paused. He knelt down. He wrote in the sand. And when he finally spoke, he didn't shame her. He saw her. He walked in her shoes before he spoke. Now, you're not Jesus, neither am I. But we serve a Jesus who calls us to that same kind of intentional, grace filled engagement with the people around us. Leadership is not just a position, it's a posture. It's the posture of someone willing to pause, to understand, and to respond with wisdom. Now let's talk about the pause method. Let me give you a simple 3-step framework I want you to carry into this week. I call it the pause method. P, pause before you react. Literally take a breath, give your brain a moment to catch up with your emotions. The A stands for ask the deeper question. Not why are they doing this, but what might they be experiencing? Understand their need. They are afraid. Do they feel unseen? Are they overwhelmed? Identify it, even if you can't solve it. S, speak with grace. Choose your words intentionally. Lead with empathy before you lead with solutions. E, extend patience, not just once, but do it as a practice. Pause, ask, understand, speak, and extend. These 5 moves consistently applied will change how your team responds to you and the people around you respond to you. They will change the culture around you and they will give change for you. They will make you change. Let's talk about the heart of leadership. We don't get to choose every personality that walks through our door. We don't get to lead only the easy people or be around the easy people, the agreeable people, the people who laugh at our jokes and do everything we ask. That's not the case. We have to lead and deal with people, complicated, hurt, hopeful, self interested, wonderful people. And the moment you decide to understand them rather than just manage them, that's the moment your leadership steps into something greater. Praise the Lord for every personality in your life, even the difficult ones, because each one is an opportunity to grow, to serve, and to lead. Here's your challenge for this week: identify one person in your life who is hard to deal with. And before your next interaction, take 1 minute to walk in their shoes. Just 1 minute. Then come back and tell me in the comments what shifted. If this encouraged you today, please subscribe to the channel, share it with others, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Have a great day and a great week.